Hello out there. Man, this is not getting easy this month because another one of my guitar heroes passed yesterday, and I'm referring to guitar legend Mick Ralphs of Bad Company, and also he was part of the band Mott the Hoople. And I just found out today of his passing, that he passed away yesterday on June 23rd, and I was shocked. I really was. I was like, man, what's going on here, And so, sad about it. I've always enjoyed his guitar playing. I'm going to share some of my records from his collection. Just an amazing guitar player. Another one that had come up with some of the best guitar riffs that every time I hear them, I reach over, if it's the radio, I just crank it, or if I'm listening to it with my headphones, I crank it, and I just have great memories about the first time that I heard of Bad Company. And so let me begin there. So yes, sad news, folks, really sad. And prayers to his family and friends. Another member added to the great rock and roll band in heaven. So many moons ago, a friend of mine borrowed this album from him. This is how I got into Bad Company. This is not that original copy, but when this album came out, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes, I let him borrow it. And so when he was supposed to bring it back, he came back empty-handed, and he said, he came back but with 3 records in his hand. And I was like, what's going on here? Am I going to get my record back? And he was like, listen, I want to make a trade for your Tom Petty album, because he really loved it. I want to trade you these 3 records for it. And at first I was like, I don't really want to do that. But then I thought, well, I'm ganging 3 records. And one of the records, this was my gateway into Bad Company, and that is Straight Shooter. We all know this album. This album is really hard to find sometimes, and when I have found it, it's not always in the best shape. But anyway, it was this, and I don't remember what the other 2 records were, but I end up accepting the trade. And when I put this on back then, I believe I was probably before junior high or somewhere around there, I was like, oh man, I recognized 2 of the songs, and I ended up loving this whole record. Now, I like the earlier Bad Company albums up to Rough Diamonds. Is that what it was called? Right, Rough Diamonds. And after that, I didn't really follow them that much. But this record right here, the 2 songs that I remember hearing was Feel Like Making Love and Shooting Star, which still gets played on a lot of classic rock radio stations around here. But there was this other great guitar classic like Good Lovin' Gone Bad. How about Deal with the Preacher? Anna, Call on Me. But here's the back cover. And I know we're all familiar with these records, but man, whenever I play this record, I just have such great memories. I still listen to the records to this day. One of the earlier bands too that I got into a lot of hard rock, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Queen, Bad Company, and I still listen to these bands to this day. And I just want to say that how much I appreciate his guitar playing and him being in a band like this, and really inspired me a lot. I mean, I really connected to the music and really enjoy a lot of their songs. Their catalog is real good. It's real solid. They've made a great contribution to rock music. And so, with that being said, yeah, so a lot of their music early on really resonated with me in my early, and still do. I still love their music, and I appreciate it very, very much. Later on, I picked up this real nice copy. I used to have about 3 or 4 of these, but I gave them away as VCOT to folks. Because this is another record you don't find very often, and if you do, it's not in very good shape. This is the one that has a lot of great tunes as well. They were on the Swang Song label. But this one has one of my all-time favorites, and that's Bad Company. That guitar riff is like smoking hot. Seagull, I love that song. Can't Get Enough. Ready for Love. I think Ready for Love was a song that they did early on with Mott the Hoople. One quick thing I wanted to say about Can't Get Enough. I was in a few rock bands myself early on, and I remember having to learn that song Can't Get Enough, and we did that as one of the cover tunes. So really, really good record. None of these records of these Bad Company I have in chronological order, because I played them quite often and I just put them back, and you know how that goes. Sometimes we just get out of sync, which is nothing wrong about doing that. One thing I want to say, going back to that trade, then I got really hooked on enjoying trade, because when we were young we didn't have a lot of money, or we had to go earn money, which is not a bad thing at all. It builds character. But every once in a while you wanted to do a trade, or see if you could do a trade with some of your friends, because I grew up in a small Texas town, and so it was always good to make cassettes for others or trade records. Lots of fun. This is the album that I liked up all the way up to, and this is Rough Diamonds. I still love this record. I found this copy in San Antonio, Texas, at Janie's record store, and another one that's really kind of hard to find sometimes. Maybe not for some folks, but I really like a lot of the songs, like Electric Land, Not Kick Down, Racetrack. I remember that song getting played on the radio. Old Mexico, Downhill Rider. This is one. Now, this is the one that where my wife is expecting when this song comes on that I'm going to crank this one out. And it's off of another good at one of their albums. This cover is done by Hypnosis, and that's Desolation Angels. I'm not going to take it out of the cover, and I do apologize for the glare. I love this record. This record was produced by them. This one has some other great songs besides Rock and Roll Fantasy. It has Crazy Circles, Gone, 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 Evil Wind, Early in the Morning. I love that song. She Brings Me Love, Oh Alana, Lonely for Your Love. Man, lots of great guitar music. I'm sure he had to been an inspiration to us all guitar players. So, really, really, we're going to miss him. I'm going to miss him. This one here is one of my other favorite records, Burning Sky. I forget that when you bought this album, it was kind of like In Through the Outdoor, where it had the sticker. But on the other side, if I remember right, it had the sticker and it had the tracks or something like that. Maybe not In Through the Outdoor, because I think when you tore it off, it had the track listing on that paper bag. But this is another one of my favorite records, and I found a real nice copy of it. The other record that I'd like to get one day that I like also is Running with the Pack. I love that song. But I like this inside because it reminds me of Houses of the Holy. Maybe there's the same place, same connection. I don't know. But here's the inner sleeve. It's just real cool looking. Burning sky. Morning sun, like water, everything I need. Peace of mind, passing time. A master of ceremony. No one really talks about that, but that is a good track. Folks, here's my little tribute to a guitar legend. Rest in peace. Share your thoughts. Drop me a comment. Let me know your favorite Bad Company songs or your album, but I really appreciate to hear from you. Please consider to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and be careful out there and stay well, and we'll see you on the next video.